The Crumbling House, a story of terror and hope. The sun lazily set on the horizon, casting a fiery glow across the sky and clouds. A gentle breeze stirred the leaves of the trees, creating an eerie rustling sound. Before me stood a crumbling house, a relic of the past that emanated an aura of mystery and decay. My name was Kiara, a middle-aged woman with a quiet but routine life. Drawn to a macabre fascination, I had always been attracted to ghost stories and urban legends. That day, driven by an irrepressible curiosity, I found myself standing in front of that abandoned house, determined to explore its secrets. I cautiously crossed the threshold, enveloped in a spectral silence. The air was thick with dust and humidity, and a musty smell permeated the empty rooms. Rotting furniture, cobwebs, and debris everywhere created a gloomy and oppressive atmosphere. As I advanced with uncertain steps, I heard a noise coming from a room upstairs. A shiver ran down my spine. Was it the wind whistling through the cracks in the windows, or was there something else? Climbing the creaky stairs, my heart pounded in my chest. The suspense was now palpable. Every creak, every shadow took on a sinister meaning in my mind. The room was dark, lit only by a faint ray of sunlight filtering through a broken window. In the center, there was an old trunk covered in dust. An unsettling feeling urged me to open it. Inside, I found a diary yellowed with age. The pages, filled with trembling handwriting, told the story of a family that had lived in that house many years before. A story of unspeakable secrets, tragedies, and a dark mystery that still lingered within those walls. As I read the diary, a sudden noise made me jump. I spun around and saw a figure standing in the doorway, a figure that seemed to have stepped straight out of those yellowed pages. He was an elderly man, his face marked by time and his eyes wide with terror. He seemed to be begging for help. The Crumbling House was not just an abandoned place, but a portal to a dark and secret past. That day, within those decaying walls, I experienced something that changed my life forever. The old man stared at me with wide eyes, an expression of terror etched on his face. His lips moved in a silent whisper, as if he were trying to say something. "What do you want?" I asked with a trembling voice, a shiver running down my spine. The man stepped forward, extending a shaking hand towards me. "Help me," he pleaded in a feeble voice. "It's still here. It won't leave me alone." I took his cold hand and helped him to sit down. His name was Leonardo, the last descendant of that family that had inhabited the Crumbling House. He told me the tragic story of his ancestors, a tale of unspeakable secrets and a curse that had haunted them for generations. According to Leonardo, an ancient ritual of black magic had been performed in that house, evoking a demonic presence that still tormented its walls. His family had been victims of this curse, plagued by nightmares, apparitions, and unexplained tragedies. Listening to Leonardo's story, I felt trapped in a waking nightmare. The Crumbling House was not just a decayed place, but a receptacle of darkness and terror. I had to make a choice: flee from that horror or help Leonardo to unravel the mystery and free his family from the curse. Together with Leonardo, I began to explore the Crumbling House, searching for clues and traces of the black magic ritual. Every room, every object hid a secret, a piece of the puzzle that we had to assemble to defeat the curse. It was not easy. We encountered demonic presences, insurmountable obstacles, and tests of courage that tested our endurance. Fear was a constant companion, but Leonardo's tenacity and my desire to help were stronger than any terror. After days of searching and exhausting challenges, we finally found the room where the black magic ritual had been performed. In the center, there was an ancient book with indecipherable symbols and a formula written in an unknown language. Deciphering the formula and finding the ingredients needed to break the curse was an arduous task. We traveled to remote places, consulted experts in the occult, and faced unimaginable dangers. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. We returned to the Crumbling House, ready to confronting the demonic entity. With a ritual of purification and the strength of our will, we broke the curse that had haunted Leonardo's family for generations. The Crumbling House was no longer a place of terror, but a symbol of our victory against darkness. Leonardo and I were forever changed by that experience, united by a bond of friendship and courage. The story of the Crumbling House is a tale of terror and hope, of unspeakable secrets and redemption. A journey into the heart of the unknown that teaches us to face our fears and find the strength to overcome any obstacle. In the years that followed, Leonardo and I dedicated ourselves to helping others who were haunted by supernatural forces. We traveled the world, sharing our knowledge and experiences, and offering hope to those who had lost all hope. The Crumbling House remained a reminder of our victory, a testament to the power of courage and determination in the face of darkness. It stood as a symbol of the human spirit's ability to overcome even the most terrifying challenges.